Sophomore guard Bree Mobley, head coach Adele Harris. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you.
Yeah, I'm obviously really happy, proud of our team's toughness in the last 20 minutes of the game, and then obviously the overtime. This is huge for our young team. I think we grew up a lot today. I think our confidence is continuing to grow. I hope we're getting to a place where we got some momentum going into our last two games of the year.
Questions?
I mean, Bree, we obviously got to start with you. Career night, one of the best in CAA history as far as, points. After those first couple shots go down, I mean, it just looks like, your confidence is just growing and growing out there. Just, talk about your performance and how much you enjoyed yourself out there tonight.
I was definitely comfortable tonight. I know my team was struggling offensively, so I just tried to do what I can offensively to help out my team.
The shot that you made to send it to overtime looked like probably a called play out of the timeout that was executed really well. Was that is that the case, or was it just something where you got the ball and just had to kind of create on your own?
It wasn't a play, but I seen the lane open, so I just took it.
Were you surprised at like the three you hit in overtime? Like they're playing like maybe 4 or 5 feet off of you. You got 43 points, and they're were you surprised that they were playing so far off of you that you had so much room to shoot tonight?
Yeah, I definitely. That's why I took a pause. The girl was way off of me, so I was like, okay, I'm shoot it.
Kelvin kind of had the bragging rights, all throughout the season. Does this kind of give you some bragging rights on her now? I mean, you can go back and say, you scored 40, but hey, you're 46 now. Will you play a little off that? Will you?
Yeah, it's an honor to beat Kelvin in scoring points, because that's what she do, score points. So, I mean, we might joke around with it though.
How much confidence does this give you, going forward? You've been playing, pretty well, but a breakout game like this could really, propel you, for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I definitely feel good now for tonight.
Adele, I mean, she was basically all you had in the first half. I mean, just nothing else was falling for anybody else.
Yeah.
She basically kept you in the game. I mean, how important was she? Especially, I thought, in the first 20 minutes where just nobody else could get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, I think our team is not just Kelva Atkins, and I think teams make it really tough for Kelva. They try to crowd her and make her a passer and take away her drives and defend her without fouling. And it's important, it's crucial that people like Shatia Cole step up and score, people like Bree step up and score, and Nikaya Teague step up and take more responsibility for the scoring load. I thought Bree got some easy stuff in transition early, some nice pull-ups in transition early, and they struggled with that. I think she's a secondary scorer on everybody's scouting report, and that's why their players are still sagging off of her even after she has 40, because once you've been conditioned to say, okay, she does this, she does that, number 3 is our focus, number 2 comes out and they're like, well, coach, you didn't tell us she could shoot the 3, because our players do it to me. So I'm just proud of Bree's performance. I've never seen anything like it, never done anything like it before. I did not realize she had 46. I didn't know until late. But she was obviously feeling good, shows her potential. She needs to step up and be a star. I
thought maybe one of the other differences was that you guys were able to kind of stop their big girl inside too towards the end of the game. And she was pretty much scoring at will early, and even some into the second half. And then, Ryan started doing a better job, came up with the one steal, and.
I think again, I think we're still a young team, and we're trying to find out how good we really are, and we do it in spurts. And I think the first 20 minutes was a reflection of, well, maybe we can't. I think that's what you saw. And in the second half, at halftime, I called Ryan out. I said, that kid's not the best post player we played this year. Step up and play defense. And she came right out in the second half and was good. Got offensive rebound. I think our first possession went down and got a stop. I think she was just tougher mentally. But it's the value of confidence. It's that thing that it's the you can't count it. It's got to be there for us though, because we are good.
It ended up not mattering, but I have to ask about the foul call there at the end of regulation, and just kind of your thoughts on making a call 30 feet from the basket on a hand check.
I mean, if I was official, I wouldn't have made the call. I'm fortunate that something went our way. A good free throw shooter steps up. That kid's all conference. She stepped up. She misses the front end and still gives our kids an opportunity to win the basketball game. I'm happy that they got a chance to win the game.
Kind of feel like you stole this one. I mean, you didn't lead until into overtime.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't care if we steal every one of them the rest of the way. I mean, everybody picked us to finish last in the league, so any win is a steal, you know. So, yeah, we'll keep stealing.
Any other questions? Thank you.